What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed Sunday still. Before I get into this review for NXT Stand and Deliver, did they deliver? We're gonna find out. But before I get into that, just gotta do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers on Rumble. 409 YouTube, 115 on Rumble. Thank you. Thank you so very much. But enough of that, let's get into it. Now, this review is definitely not going to be as long as the Unbreakable review, because essentially I was breaking down two shows in that video. Plus, it took forever to upload because of copyrights. So I had to try to edit, to try to mitigate that, and that didn't work, and it was just a hassle. It really was. That's just a pain in the fucking ass, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I want to give you guys something to look at when I do these videos. Like, I could easily slap on a still image for the entire duration of the video, talk about my shit, and then bounce. Like, that would save me so much time. It's not even funny, right? But I'm not gonna do that, right? That's why when I first came on here, I was using 2K23 gameplay footage for my videos. Then I was gonna comment saying like, oh, I don't like these type of videos, just use still images. I'm like, that's better. I'm like, how's that better? I don't understand, but teach your own. So then I switched over to using stilled images briefly, and the people who were commenting for me to use the stilled images, I've yet to see them since. Like, just a lot of the people early on, like under my, like when I was under 200 subs, I've yet to see them. Like, they're just gone. You know what I mean? It's weird. I don't know what happened. I mean, apparently they're still subbed to the channel, but I've yet to hear from them. I don't know. I don't know how this YouTube shit works half the fucking time, man. I just come on here, talk about my shit on whatever topic, and then bounce. Like, that's it, man. I don't know the logistics and the back end shit. I really don't, man. That doesn't make any sense to me. Point is, editing fucking sucks. It's time consuming, but I do it to avoid copyrights, because copyrights fucking suck. Especially when you put in hours of work, you upload a video just to get hit with a copyright. Damn, just ruining that moment. You know what I mean? But enough me yapping. I highly doubt anybody really cares. You know, they're probably thinking to themselves like, nigga, hurry the fuck up. Like, get to the review already. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right? So apparently, unbeknownst to me, the women's tag team match, the like fatal 4-way, I guess elimination style match, was on the fucking pre-show, so I missed it. I'm like, why the fuck's it on the pre-show? So I had to go back and check it out, and best believe I did. Alright, so we start off, we have Metaphor coming out, we have Legend of the Lash, and I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo! I am for real. Miss Jackson about that action. Jakara coming out, and this is way better, because normally they do that cheesy little graphic, you know, of that them going to like hyperspace or hyperdrive or whatever the fuck. Keep that shit on the Titantron. Alright, these women are too damn beautiful to have all that bullshit, you know, in the way. You know what I mean? They came out, they were looking good. They were looking like the showgirls down at the Las Vegas Strip. Never been there, but maybe one day. Alright. Next we see Fatal Influence coming out, and best believe they ain't winning. And damn did they look good out there. Next was Chemical X with Shotzi Blackheart coming back, who I guess is no longer injured. So good to see her. And I remember, like, she got injured because she was in a match with Lyra Valkyria, if I'm not mistaken. Was it for the NXT Women's World Championship? Maybe. I don't know. I know she got injured in that match, and it was one of her best performances to date. You know, and it was shitty that she got injured, but it's good to see her back. You know, I'm not a Shotzi Blackheart fan by any means, but I wish no injuries on any of these wrestlers. You know what I mean? They all got families to feed. You know, roofs over their heads. You know, gotta keep their refrigerator stocked with food. I get it. And last and most definitely least, the most undeserving tag team to be in this match, Cora Jade, Roxanne, CM Punk's side pieces. My bad. Kiddos, his daughters, as he proclaims. Yeah, okay. Okay, Phil. Sure. Now, despite some of the bullshit that happened in this match was about to get into, I did enjoy it. You know, there was some good shit in this match, for sure. And it should have been on the main card. Why it was on a pre-show, I don't fucking know. So we fast forward, Cora Jade hits the Jaded DDT to Jakara on the outside, and the ring was Lash and Roxanne. Lash powers her up in a powerbomb position, and realistically, this is the only way that Roxanne can manage to hit a Pop Rocks off of Lash, which what she did. 1, 2, 3. Metaphor gets eliminated first.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy. Ain't no way, boy.
And I shit you not, I was so close to turn this bullshit off. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And then Roxanne's like, yo, go, get out of my ring. I'm like, so you're gonna tell me you're gonna book the tallest chick in the match be taken out by the shortest chick in the match by a weak ass looking Pop Rocks, and then that's it. You know, the sisters are taken out first. The team I wanted to win the most gets eliminated first. And don't worry, I still got my eyes on HBK. Alright, he ain't smooth sailings for him. No, he be on some bullshit too. I didn't forget the whooping, the lashing that Trick Williams got on Black History Month from a Native American. And he lost the fucking match. That scrap match, and he fucking lost on Black History Month. He'll never get a pass for that. That was some bullshit. Alright, and this is some bullshit here. Metaphor gets taken out first. Are y'all gonna get these ladies a tag team belt or not? Because they've improved dramatically in a very short period of time, despite not having that much experience in the ring. You know what I mean? They came a long way. I think they deserve a fucking run with the belts. So you fast forward, Roxanne abandons Cora Jade, which this doesn't make any sense because she was the one bitching about not being at Stand Deliver, not having a spot on the show, which technically she didn't. She was on the pre-show, right? So she said, fuck it, I'm out. You can try to justify it by saying this is payback for when Cora Jade was whooping Roxanne's ass with that Kindle stick, you know, when they were setting up that Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Women's Championship when Julia was still champion. You could go that route, I guess, sure, but I'm like, this was stupid. It's like, you know, you want to be in the match and then you leave. You know, I don't know, man. I don't get it. But Chemical X comes in, they pin Cora Jade, so Cora Jade and Roxanne are the second team to be eliminated. So that leaves Chemical X versus Fatal Influence. Fast forward to the spot right here. I don't know what the fuck you call this submission, but I like it. I'm not gonna hold you. I do. Alright, but fast forward to the finish. Chemical X hits her tag team finisher, the cemetery drive to JC Jane, I believe it was. 1, 2, 3, and no! Number one contenders for the Women's Tag Team Championships, Chemical X. And if you look at Shotzi, she's doing her best to put on her best poker face, but you can tell that it bothers her. You know, that she should be the one challenging you for the Women's Tag Team Championship. But you just got back. You know, injuries happen. It's a bitch. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe they're teasing Shotzi turning on Chemical X. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But that's all that happens here, so we move on to the main card. First match we have is for the North American Championship. We have the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT North American Champion. The Revolution is going to be televised. The Pebble, Ricky Maivia, aka Ricky Saint. Why is he coming out first? I don't know. But he is going up against Stunt Confidence. It's all ego. Mr. Ethan Page. Look at these two AEW rejects. Killing it here in NXT. Yes, Tony indeed fumble, but you know, his fanboys, his sickos will defend him no matter what. It's like, I don't know who's worse. I really don't. The AEW tribalists or the WWE tribalists, because they're both shitty. They both fucking suck. And they're both delusional and retarded. So I don't know. I really don't know who's worse. And this was a good match. Right? There were no bad matches on this card. Alright? But I'm gonna fast forward to the finish because this was predictable. Alright? we see Ricky Saint. He hits that Rochambeau finisher of his to Ethan Page. 1, 2, 3, and still the NXT North American champion, Ricky Saint. The Revolution is still televised for now. All right, good match, both these men. And then we got Ethan Page. He has no title match coming up at Rebellion. Is he gonna win there? Probably not. I hope he doesn't. But you never can tell with these companies. All right, so we move on to the next match. This was arguably the best match of tonight, and it was for the NXT Tag Team titles. We have Hank Rogan, Tank James coming out, and they're going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT Tag Team Champions, Fraxium. And I don't give a damn what the Wrestling Observer, Alvarez, Meltzer had to say. Fraxium was the best tag team last year. Like, how the fuck are you gonna give it to the Young Cucks who were gone for like majority of the year? That's insane. That's wild to me. Right? But this match right here proves why Fraxium is one of the best tag teams in the world, and also why my favorite tag team here in NXT, Hank and Tank, they step up to the plate. They hit a good old-fashioned grand slam, and they got the job done. We fast forward to the finish because the last 5 minutes of this match was insane. Right? We have Hank. He hits a super big boss slam to Nathan Frazier. Tank hits a suicide dive to Axiom outside. He runs back in. They hit the honk honk tag team finisher. 1, 2, 3, and no! NXT Tag Team Champions, Hank and Tank. They did it. And this was one of those matches, like, it was exhilarating because it could have gone either way. They could have easily kept the belts on Fraxium and have, like, Inimura and Briggs be the ones to dethrone them. You know what I mean? But it was the fact that Hank and Tank actually did it after going through that tag team gauntlet, you know, for weeks, doubting themselves. You know, are we that good? Can we be the tag team champions? Well, the answer is yes. So big ups to them. And I hope they have a good, fantastic tag team run as champions here in NXT. Well, where does that leave Fraxium? I don't know. You keep them together? You split them up? You know, are they going to go after, you know, singles titles? I don't know, man. I really don't, but we shall see. But we move on to the next match. But real quick, we have a backstage segment. We have Lexis King, who is the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT Heritage Cup winner. He's next to Penn from Penn and Teller, the legendary musicians that have been together since 1975. Both these men are in their 70s. Penn is 70 years old. All right. And you have Lexis, he's talking about, like, man, I don't believe in magic. What you guys do is it's a ruse. It's a facade. It's fake. You know, you're not going to fool me or my intellectuals. And then Penn was like, that's what you call yourselves? Right. Let me see that beautiful cup of yours. Like, look at this. This is a fine piece of art, I must say. No, let me put this on the stool right here. And don't worry, nothing's going to happen to it. He seals it off. 2 minutes later, we see Teller in the building. And this man is 77 years old. Rocking a yeet shirt. He was yeeting up and down. He said, yeet, oos, yeet. And Lexus was like, stop yeeting. Where's my damn cup? What the fuck's going on here? So it's good to see Penn and Teller. Both these men are in their 70s. Been together for a long ass time. Big ups to them. But we move on to the next match, the ladder match, to determine who's going to be the next NXT Women's North American Champion. First, we have Thea Hale coming out to let us know that she is a grown-ass woman. And I shit you not, that's in the beginning of her theme song. And it was also on the back in big bold letters on her boxing robe, grown-ass woman. I'm like, okay, all right, you got it, Miss Hale, I got you. And next, we have the Muy Caliente, Lola Vice. She will be my second pick to win here because, Ever since she lost to Roxanne Perez, it's been all downhill for poor Lola Vice, man. It's been rough. It has. Alright? But hopefully things will get better. Next is Izzy Dame from that jobber faction, the Calling. Alright, is she gonna win? No. Sorry, not sorry, but I'll get there in a little bit. Next is Kalani Jordan. Does she need to win? No. What Kalani needs to do is go after the NXT Women's World Championship. It's like with Wesley. It's like, Kalani, you were the first NXT Women's North American Champion, the inaugural champion. You've been there, done that, time to move on. Same thing with Wesley. You like him going after the NXT North American Championship himself. It's like, bro, you already been there. And you were one of the best North American champions in NXT's history. You've been there, done that. Move on. Go after the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. If fucking young OG Jay Von Evans can, why can't you? I'm just saying. And last but not least is Saruka or Soria. where the fuck they're calling themselves. Zarya and Saruka coming out. Alright. And Saruka was my pick to win this match. We'll get to that here in a little bit. This was an entertaining spot fest. That's what this match was. It was very, very entertaining. But there is one spot that I want to talk about in particular. It's with Izzy Dame. She came off the top rope, hit a diving code breaker to Lola Vice, and then she was like, "Suck it, puta." I was like, the crowd was like, whoa, suck on what? First off, like, that was crazy. But I'm not gonna lie, Izzy did her thing in this match, right? But was she gonna win? No. But we're gonna find out who does win as we fast forward to the finish. Now, on the top of the ladder is Zarya, Saruka. There can only be one champion. Zarya was like, "You don't want to do this. Just stop. Get off the ladder. Let me get the championship. It's all good. It's all gravy from here." And Saruka was like, "I do want the smoke." They start fighting. All right, you see Saruka, she skins a cat, knocks off Zarya, and then she hits a soul snatcher off the ladder to Izzy Dame. Didn't get any of it, but that's okay. Then hits a double soul snatcher to Dia Hale and was it Kalani Jordan or Lola Vice? One, two. Oh, who fucking cares? Climbs up the ladder and no. NXT Women's North American Champion, Saruka. She's the one I want to win because she's the one that deserved it the most. Because she's been in NXT for a fucking hot minute. For years now. It hasn't won a singles title. This is her first singles title. So big ups to her. No, I'm happy for her. I really am. And hopefully they break up that random ass tag team Zarya or Saruka, where the fuck they're calling themselves. No, break them up, please. Like, I don't give a shit about Zarya. I've seen her enough and I'm not impressed. Does nothing for me. You know what I mean? Like, she got exposed in that match with Last Legend. Like, everything Zarya can do, Last Legend did better. Alright? And looks better. So, why do I need Zarya? But we move on backstage with Chemical X. Whereas Sarah wants to know, it's like, how you guys feeling now that you're number one contenders for the Women's Tag Team Championship? Gigi, she was like, we've been busting our ass here at NXT and TNA for months. So you damn well know we deserve that opportunity to become tag team champions and bring the titles back to where they belong. Tatum says, like, well, does that mean we're going to take on my sweet dove, Lyra? Gigi was like, I hear what you're saying, and that might be a possibility, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that Chemical X becomes the next women's tag team champions and bring the titles home to NXT. Now we move on to the next match. 6-man tag. We have the Don of NXT doing D'Angelo, the D'Angelo family. You got Adriana Rizzo over there, who low-key be looking good. Always. I'm just saying, keep your eyes on her. And she be looking good. I'm just saying. Alright? But they're going up against the State of Darkness, the Nexus of Retribution Dark State. And we got Cutler, Lennox, and Osiris who's going to be wrestling in this match. I enjoyed this match as well. This was good. It was chaotic, hectic at times, and it was all about storytelling. We'll get to that here in a little bit. One of my favorite moments was when Osiris knocks down Luca from the ring apron, and like he came out of nowhere. This man looking like fucking Jacob Fatu's older brother, right? Knocks him down, and then we see Lennox. He's whooping this dude's ass on the outside. And Lucky Ali trying to get his ass back in the ring, and then fucking Dion Lennox shoves this dude Lucky Ali the fuck out the way. He pushed him the same way Wings of Excuses pushed his wife Kelly on the Low Cal podcast. If you know, you know. We fast forward to the finish where they were teasing dissension between the underboss Tony Stacks and the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo. Right? Stacks had the crowbar. Tony was looking at him. He's like, I can trust you, Stacks, right? I trust you. You know, Stacks was like, yeah, you can trust me, boss. They hug it out. Stacks gives the referee the crowbar. Tony turns around, and then Stacks, like the rat that he is, low blows the Don, Tony D'Angelo. The whole crowd's like, right? You know, they're like, boo. You know, and Stacks was like, you should have never trusted me. Well, he leaves. Crowd's like, fuck you, Stacks. Fuck you, Stacks. Fuck you, Stacks. So he is the rat after all. No, they could just swerve and have Luca be the one to be the rat, but they stayed the course. They blamed down Stacks. He left. Dark State took advantage to hit the triple power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Dark State goes over. Like, this was a good match. I enjoyed it. The standouts were Cyrus and Dion. Yeah, from Dark State. I know Lucky Ali. I know how good he is. Cutler, he's good himself, but I was impressed with those two guys the most. Like, Osiris looked like a beast out there, and fucking Dion Lennox looked like he was unhinged. Right? Like, I love this match. You know, this was good. Very good. All right, so the underboss, you know, he's on the run now. So we're going to wait till probably this week, or if not next week, to hear why Stacks, why. Looking forward to it. Next, we go backstage with the new NXT Tag Team Champions, Hank and Tank. I'll let you guys hear what the champs have to say.
Championships, very rarely does the input and the output match. Tonight was one of those moments where the output matches the input. Before every match, we say the same thing. There's no one else I'd rather do this with. There's no one else I'd win championships with. No one else, brother. No one else.
So when you come to the WWE, when you join NXT, you know you're joining for these moments right here, the championship opportunities, those title moments. I knew I was signing up for that. I knew I was going to put the work in to get there. I had no idea that I'd be having those moments with my brother. These moments are not possible without each other. These moments are worth it because of each other. And you bet your ass we're going to have more of these moments because of each other. No one else but us.
Enjoy the moment, champs.
Now we move on to the next match. The Fatal 4-Way to determine who's going to be the NXT Women's World Champion. We have Julia coming out first. Oh yeah, the beautiful madness. Yep. Julia comes out. She's on her Stardom shit tonight, but you hear that theme song, and it's just like, it's like it's fucking terrible, man. Like, how the fuck is she supposed to get over? You know, like that. The same way people feel about her is the way I feel about her theme song. Underwhelming. You know what I mean? Like, how are you supposed to be excited for her? You know, you waste that garbage theme song on such a beautiful woman, such a talented wrestler. How is she supposed to get over, you know, when she's like in a deficit with that fucking theme song? I'm just saying. Next is, hey, Miss Parker. Jada Parker comes out, and you see what I'm talking about with theme songs? You know, her shit pops off, and they're like, Miss Parker, Miss Parker. You can't help it. You can't be Julia to that fucking trash ass fucking theme song she has. Like, it's so fucking sad. Right, moving on, we have the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace coming out. Last but not least is the reigning defending, undisputed NXT Women's World Champion, the La Primera, the Chilean dime piece, the new apple bomb since you got put me on, sexy gold demon chick, that is Stephanie Van Kier. This was a good match. It was predictable, and this match was entertaining because of Booker T. But that spot that Stephanie always does, the repeated head slams with them sexy ass thighs of hers, and Booker T's like, ah, 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 ah. And she did it 3 times. She did it to fucking all 3 of them. And then Booker T, every time he's like, ah, 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 ah. He's like, one more, mama. And ah, ah, ah. That's the shit I'm talking about. Booker T is fucking hilarious on commentary. And I'll never forget on this channel, I will never forget it. People were shitting on Booker T. Then I'm gonna run back that poll because that was inexcusable. The fact that people would rather have Michael Cole on commentary than Booker T. Get the fuck out of here. Don't worry, when I get more subs, I'm running that poll back. That was some bullshit. Like, imagine that was Michael Cole instead of Booker T. He'd be like, ooh, oh, golly gee willikers. You know, like, just the fuck out of here. But fast forward to the finish. Stephanie hits the package backbreaker, or the SPB, SVB, whatever the fuck it's called, to Jada Parker. 1, 2, 3. And still the NXT Women's World Champion, La Primera, Stephanie Van Kier. Right, and they're still teasing Julia going after Stephanie because, you know, the whole story like, oh, you beat her, you didn't beat me. This ain't over, bitch. Right, you took my spot. We shall see how shit plays out, but we move on to the main event. And best believe this should have been the main event because I would have been pissed if it wasn't. Whereas for the past 2 pay-per-views, it was a women. And that's cool. Like, I'm not saying that's wrong. What I'm saying is, like, I want there to be more importance or more emphasis on the women's, you know, championship than the men's. You understand? Like, the NXT World Heavyweight Championship should be the most prestigious title in NXT. It should be treated as such. Alright, so we get to the main event.
Well, it looks like the fight's already started. It's time for the main event.
Right, we have Mr. Whoop That Trick. Whoop that trick. Yeah, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. I like it. Oh yeah, man. Mr. Trick Williams coming out first. Crowd's going crazy in Las Vegas. We then see the young OG, Javon Evans. He's coming out, does his thing. And then we see the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT World Champion, the ruler, Oba Femi. These 3 men made history, and best believe you will never see this shit on the main roster. Right? I'm telling you now, like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it ain't gonna happen. Not under Triple H. But what I say doesn't matter. It's fake. Got Javon Evans hitting the double cutter on both Trick and Oba. He then hits the Sky Twister on Oba. Trick comes out of nowhere, hits a trick shot onto Javon. And we see Oba hits a pop-up powerbomb to Trick, then hits the Oba bomb to Javon. 1, 2, 3, and still the NXT World Heavyweight Champion, Oba Femi. As I predicted, I was 6-1. It did metaphor 30 as fuck, but it is what it is, man. We all can't get what we want, right? But nonetheless, big ups to these 3 men. These brothers went out there and absolutely killed it, put on a wrestling clinic for the most part because they had a crowd completely into this match. And that is it for this year's NXT's Stand and Deliver. I see some people say that Stand and Deliver was better than WrestleMania 41. Does that surprise me? No. No, it doesn't. I've been saying NXT is better than the main roster. This was a good show. I enjoyed it from top to bottom. And now I want to hear from you guys. How do you guys feel about NXT Stand and Deliver? Did it deliver? Did it fail? Did it fumble? Put that shit in the comment section. Like if you like, hate if you hate, like some of these Triple H Blazers do. You know, I'm going to keep on shitting on him because fuck him. Right? Fuck Triple H. He told me to fuck off. No, sir, I will not. You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to wear. But I digress. It's all the same to me. I just want to see the engagement and the feedback from you guys. Meaning comments. Leave comments. I want to hear from you guys. Right? You know, you watch the show. Let me know how y'all felt. You know what I mean? That's the whole reason I do these fucking videos. Right? As far as the next video, it'll be Let's Fucking Go episode 3. I promise it was going to be on Monday. And I'll try to stick to my word. I'll try to get that up as soon as I can. And afterwards, it'll be the Raw after Mania. All right, and depending on how you guys feel, I might or might not cover WrestleMania 41. We shall see. Depends on what the people had to say. But it's enough for your guys' time. So with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect you and yours, loved ones. Stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty, but most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. And until next time, adios.